Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Tom back here with another video. And in this video today, we are going to be talking about card art in NBA 2K21. How do I feel about card art? Was it a W this year? Was it an L? Or just was it all around okay? We're going to be talking about all that in this video today, guys. But before we dive into any of that, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button as we are on the road to 80,000 subscribers. So a lot of these card arts are basically just normal, right? This is just a normal card art. If you look at these are just normal card arts, okay? But then when you get into, like, let's say a set. Now, I didn't have any clutch. Clutch is not in my top 10. I'm going to be ranking my top 10 card arts. Obviously, Clutch is not in any of them. But as you guys can see, it just has a little different card art. Same thing for like back-to-back sets too. I mean, obviously, this didn't make my top 10 either. But they just have different type of card art. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be talking about what some of my favorite card arts in specific are within NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. And I want you guys to leave some of your favorite card arts down below. Like, was the radioactive card art one of your favorites? Or what were some of your favorite card arts in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM? So we're going to start off with the Enshrined set, okay, at number 10. Now, if you look at this Enshrined card art, I actually don't mind it, right? I really don't mind it if you look at kind of how it is, how it's displayed for Dr. J here. I don't mind it at all. There's a lot in this card art in specific, right? If you look at it kind of closely, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not necessarily the most flashy. It's not necessarily the most hyped up, but there's a lot that goes into it. Even down here with the Hakeem Olajuwon, it's the same thing. Again, it's just something a little different. It looks like they're in, like, I don't know, there's some seating there in the background. I don't know. It just, for me, it does something to my eyes that I kind of like. I kind of like what the Ray Allen type of card art looks like. Again, it looks like I don't even know what it's in. I don't even know what that's called, but it's just like a bunch of seating behind there in like an old-fashioned place. I don't know exactly what it is, but I can tell you I definitely like the looks of it in general. Is it my favorite card art in the game? No, but I definitely like it with Ray Allen, Magic Johnson. All these card arts look very fire. Coming in at number 10. Now, coming in at number 9, we're going to talk about the Gladiator card art. Now, here's some card art that isn't really anything too special, but I don't mind it, right? If you look at Klay Thompson here, this card art, it's fine. There's nothing really special about it, but the color scheme is something that I'm a massive fan of. And the stars that go along the top of the card, the diamond type glow with Eric Pascal, pink diamond glow with AD, and then obviously the dark matter glow behind Draymond there. So it's just something different, again, kind of similar. I wouldn't say similar to the Enshrined, but each of these card arts are going to have their own little thing. Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of the Gladiator or the Enshrined card arts. That's why they're number 10 and number 9. This card art is a big step above the one we just talked about in the Gladiator set. I'm a big fan of the Team USA kind of card art and what it is. You can look at the background, right? You have the United States flag, and then obviously the KD in this, for example, is absolutely incredible. We can look at all these cards here. Magic Johnson, obviously, in his Team USA jersey, and then we got MJ. All in all, this card art is one of my favorites in the game, honestly. It comes in here at number 8. Just because it is kind of basic, right? You just have the flag in the background and then like just the player in front with just something in front of that. But I don't mind it at all. It just does something for me, especially like KD. If you look at him, if you look at LeBron's as well, it's absolutely immaculate. I'm a big fan of the Team USA card art. When the Team USA cards got released, the card art did it for me. It was one of my favorite card arts in the game at that specific time. Now we're going to throw it way, way, way back. The finals, we're going to talk about Gary Payton here. Now, there's a lot here with this card art. Obviously, you see kind of the championship in the background, and that's just kind of what this finals card art is. You got kind of the trophy in the background, and then you see the smaller trophies within there. Obviously, one thing I like is, like, you guys can see the pink diamond going right through Moses Malone, and then obviously with Gary Payton, you're going to have that dark matter glow going right beside him. Next up, we're going to talk about the fan favorites. The fan favorites card art. Again, for me, I think one of the most underrated card arts in the game. Obviously, you got for Lou Dort, the diamond that goes kind of in between his body. For LeBron, you have kind of that dark matter glow. And in the background, you got the fans going crazy in the background with the color scheme just being absolutely fantastic. Next up, I've got each and every one of these Splash Zone players. Could this card art have been better? Absolutely. I will be the first to admit that. But there is still quite a bit that goes into it. So look at this surfboard, for example. With JJ Redick, the surfboard is pink. With Levine, it is that dark matter glow. And then obviously the Galaxy Opal glow with Tyrese Haliburton, highlighted by, you know, this kind of beach type feel, right? The splash zone feel. Now, is this the best that it could have been? Absolutely not. I think this is one of the most underwhelming ones that we got considering what it is, right? This is a splash zone set. So they could have went and did a lot with it. It still gives you that beach type of feel. Obviously, you got the palm trees in the background. You got the star in the bottom right. And obviously, it's surrounded by water. So, I mean, it's not bad. I don't mind this splash zone, but I just think as far as underwhelming, this definitely was it for me. Another one kind of a while ago that we're going to talk about is the Inferno set. Now, this card art was fire. This was right before 250K, and I was a massive fan of this card art. For example, with the LeBron here, when we look at it, obviously, it's the Inferno. So when you think of Inferno, you think like fire, and obviously the color scheme with the orange involved with it gets you that type of feel. Michael Porter Jr., he's only an amethyst card, but you still got the flames coming up from the bottom. So you can just look at all the different cards in here that, I mean, this card art does it to me. The player's like in the midst of a flame, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. I really do. Again, we're going to talk about this compared to the Splash Zone. I much prefer this Inferno card art. It just, for my eyes specifically, it does something different for me than a lot of people probably. But when we compare this to the Splash Zone, I feel like the Inferno was good for what this set was, whereas the Splash Zone was just kind of underwhelming for me. Now, next up, we get one that was a kind of thing in the 2K community that was a big deal. When you guys remember Halloween, you think of this Possessed set, especially with these players in LeBron James, obviously Vince Carter, and then obviously you got the James Harden. So when we look at the James Harden here, for example, I'm a big fan of the Possessed Halloween set. I just am. I think it does a lot with the card here. Obviously, you got the pink diamond that goes through the player, which we can look even through these players, right? When we look at the red with Dino here, that goes through his body a little bit, and all the way down to Jared Jeffries here, the green emerald goes through his body. But it's kind of just look at what's right surrounding Jared Jeffries. Got that orange type of glow, and then the green with it mixed, and then everything about this, the Halloween spook in the background. This hero set was absolutely fantastic as card art is concerned. I mean, we got Patrick Beverley. Look at this card art for a second. This is absolutely magnificent. Like, the top two card arts in this game, it's not even close. Nothing compares to the top two. Obviously, the hero set, we got Patrick Beverley, the pink-eyed Luka, which I never got on this account, but was absolutely fantastic. You can look at this MJ, that's just a comic book type of feel. It was just absolutely fantastic from top to bottom. Now, obviously, some of these cards, I wasn't the biggest fan of their card art, but like Cat, for example, that was absolutely incredible. We can even talk about Mitchell Robinson down here, whose card art is just magnificent. I don't know what 2K did as far as this card art to make it look like this, but I'm a massive fan of this card art. This card art, just in my biased opinion, this card art was the best in the game. It was maybe not the best, but my favorite in the game, because it comes in as number 2 for me. But it was probably my favorite card art in the game. The pink-eyed Luka was something different. And if you guys know, you know, the pink-eyed Luka, I'm pretty sure maybe I can even find him in here. I should be able to, because he was a player, right? In this Galaxy Opal, or in this set that we should be able to find. Obviously, we had the regular Quantum Luka, and this is the Luka I'm talking about. The pink-eyed Luka Doncic was just magnificent. He was a card that everybody wanted. And just look at the eyes. Like, that alone is just absolutely incredible. I wish we would have got more card art like that. Now, coming in as my best card art in NBA 2K21 is the Invincible. I mean, this card art is just so fantastic from top to bottom. We can look at Yao Ming. We can look at guys like Anthony Edwards, whose card art is just absolutely magnificent. I'm a massive fan of this card art. You got the player in the front, and then behind it, you got like the look. It's so pure. It is so pure for Ant. And then if we look at guys, let's say like a Kevin Garnett here, right? Obviously for KG, the serious look in the background. Now, where I'm trying to find LeBron James here in the midst of all of these. Well, let's just look at Kobe Bryant. For Kobe, you obviously got the snake skin on the bottom, which is just absolutely incredible. You got Kobe staring in that background right there. I'm trying to find the LeBron James so we can see what he looks like. Has that lion under him. and it's just so pure. The Invincible card art is the best card art. It's just like the best way I can describe it is it's the most pure background in the game. It's just the most pure card art in the game. Do I personally like, you know, the hero maybe more? It did something different to me. That's what I will say. For Giannis, you got the deer on the bottom. It's magnificent. That is going to wrap it up for my top 10 card arts in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. If you guys think like a GOAT card art is one of the top 10 card arts in the game, let me know that down below. I don't mind King James's, you know, GOAT card art, but through and through, I'm not a massive fan of the GOAT collection. The next collection wasn't good. So let me know what your guys' favorite card art from NBA 2K21 MyTEAM was. it Warped Reality? Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.